I feel like I should vlog. I don't know why. I feel like now is a good time to vlog. And I'm in my pajamas. There's so much going on. Like, a lot is happening, has happened. And I haven't even finished, like, telling the Asia story. I don't know where to begin. Let's go outside. I last left y'all telling about Malaysia, so that means I need to talk about Singapore now. But I'll tell you that today's Go Skate Day, well, the event, Go Skate Day already happened. So we're gonna try to do both at the same time. Vlog Go Skate Day, well, the event for it, and tell you all about Singapore. And the camera's fogging up, so I'll take that as my sign to like not do that right now. Let's get ready and like go and like I'll tell stories while I vlog. Because the first time we were in Singapore was kind of short, so like we could do two things at once. We could multitask. Yeah. Hey, did I do that right? Is it like? Okay, we're ready. We bathed. Y'all don't get to see that. Jokes aside, let's get down to like the actual story time now of all of this. Okay, so fun fact for you. Right, I'm in this Bart Simpson shirt right now. There's like stuff written behind it as well, which is really cool. I got this in Malaysia, and they only had this in extra large. I really wanted it in my size. I was like, they all have it in small. No, this is the last one. It was in extra large, and I'll wear it. So we leave Malaysia at like some hour of the morning that I cannot remember. I just remember us having to wake up really early to go. Then from leaving Malaysia, we go across to Singapore, we reach the airport, had to fill out that cooler form thing online, and then we go away. And we head across to the hotel we're staying at. I don't remember much of like what happened then when we just reached. I think we'd like plop down our bags, or like check-in wasn't ready yet. I don't know, something weird like that. So we kind of just like walked around. I genuinely don't know. That like morning when we first reached was like a blur. I remember like walking around and exploring the hotel. But like I don't think our rooms are ready. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever the case was, we reached and we were walking around. And I remember as we're walking, they were like crows around. And they were going, caw, and I was like, caw. And once again, I was like, don't mock the animals because they will fight you. And I am not helping you if you get in a fight with animals. That's it. So I learned very quickly from this being my second warning, don't fight the animals. Don't antagonize them. Don't do anything. Don't fight the monkeys. Don't fight the crows. Whatever. And she's going to leave me be. She's not jumping in if these animals start fighting me, especially if it's my own fault. We got food. Went back to the hotel and we all immediately knocked out. I think I remember. Our rooms, not all of our rooms are ready. So we ended up in like one room first. We all knocked out in that one room. Then we woke up, went into our own room, fell back asleep, woke up again, and that's when we went out. Right, skateboard, sneakers. Let's throw these on and head across the warehouse. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, no one said. At least I don't hear like anything going on. I don't see any cars. Besides this Land Rover that's here, and I have no clue. I don't know if I should make a call and be like, hey yo, where y'all? This thing is supposed to start at 11. It's 10:45. So I'm assuming Quasi at least should be here because he's supposed to be teaching people how to skateboard. Guess we'll figure that out now. Crazy! Okay, wow, he pulled up just as I was about to start telling the story. So let's grab that. Let's go.
Start doing, stretch thing, or we want to at least give back to the beginner community, because sometimes we know how isolated it can feel. You feel as though you're not good enough to come out in public, you feel as though you're not good enough to start skating, but we all were here at one point in time, and we want to make people feel as comfortable as possible when getting into the what we are calling a sport, right? When you pave most of your weight over your front foot, and hit your arm all the way back down, and then hit the real ball. No, it's just, you're wrong. I mean, alright, okay. 2 on the race.
So tell me honestly, did you miss me while I was gone? Yeah. Oh wait, wrong way around. Yes, you needed more vibes to the sweats, and I was mostly curious as to like what adventures were taking place. So I was just like, it's probably somewhere like riding a camel or like on a river fighting anacondas. I don't know, I can't remember where you went. Okay, well, this video is about Singapore, right? Right. So is there anything specific you want to know that happened in Singapore? Yes. What were the most notable foods? Like, what was it like the most, like, you know, that blow your mind, like, oh, this tastes amazing. Okay, so there's this blow your mind thing, right? And it's not necessarily a food. It's gonna sound really lame, but like I dream of it still. Okay? Like almost on every corner there was a vending machine with oranges in it. And you put in $2 and the vending machine squeezes the oranges so you and gives you fresh orange juice. That's pretty wild. And like I still dream of that vending machine. Like that blew my mind, and I wish we had it here, and I dream of it every day since I've come back, and I want those vending machines back in my life. I need that back in my life, man. That sounds pretty good. Was Singapore kind of like how Japan is when it's like vending machines with like everything you could possibly need? No. Alright. Unless I was just like on the wrong sides. Not that I saw. Alright. Most notable memory from Singapore. Okay, we're doing the first time in Singapore. So I would say the most notable memory. Other than being deported. That wasn't there. That being deported was not Singapore. That was another country. We'll get to that. Most notable memory had to be watching the light show the first time we went. That and probably like going through the flower garden. Both of those are like really good. So tranquil. It was so nice. Yeah. That was actually what made me not take as much photos. Like we stepped inside, like so this was like the third day of like capture your attention. Yeah, like it was like the third, fourth day of like just like going around like doing things. And we walked inside and I was like, this is amazing. I just saw everybody like there with their cameras to their face and no one's taking it, and I was like, I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be me this trip. I don't want to be that. And then I just barely touched my camera after that. He says whilst holding a camera. No, yeah, because I could talk about it, but then I just didn't want it to be me. So then, but I get that. I just wanted to like kind of be in the moment. Yeah. Like be present with like the space and like the memories and stuff. Yeah, so that's why y'all don't have that much photos or videos or vlogs of anything from that trip. Okay, Ghost Gate Day is done. I came inside, I was like, I'm gonna finish off this video. Immediately fell asleep, like. But let's wrap this story up. So, Singapore Day 1 would have been kind of what I discussed with Chris earlier on, of seeing the light show, seeing like all the light shows in Gardens by the Bay. And that was so cool. It was so fun to watch and so interesting. And then I think the funny thing, we got Starbucks from the Starbucks inside the Gardens by the Bay, and it did, I think, a number on us. That was like the only common denominator in like food there, or like what we had. And we're in a Grab heading back to the hotel, and I just remember being in the back there. I think my also was a bigger, just like praying that I did not like throw up in that man's car. I was just like, please let me survive. Let me just survive this. I could make it through the rest of it. Let me survive. By the time we reached back, I was fine and everything was okay. Mostly, yeah. I was a lot better in the morning. And then the morning after was spent exploring Little India, where we had breakfast at some point somewhere. I can't even remember what we had. Like I remember what we ate, but I don't remember what any of it was called to even start describing it to you. I don't even know if I have pictures of it. And then we went back to Marina Bay and did like the Flower Dome and everything else. And like I was saying earlier, being in the Flower Dome, as soon as we stepped in and I saw everyone with their camera to their face and like taking pictures, or like videos and stuff, I didn't want that to be me. I did not want to be them. Like I saw how it was and I was like, that could be me, and I mean sure, on average that is me. But I actually wanted to be able to take in things, to enjoy it, to like see it and just like exist in whatever moment. So that was like that deciding factor of I'm not going to really vlog or take as much photos as I initially thought I was going to. Because I just wanted to exist for once. I didn't want to necessarily be the photographer. You know, like, I mean, granted, I'm still the photographer, I'm still the videographer, I'm still like me, and I still enjoy doing those things, but for once I kind of just wanted to live. So that's why y'all are now getting like all of this way after the fact instead of during and then. It was also really hard, I realized, to like keep up just like vlogging so much. And I admire Julie so much, the fact that she like vlogged the shit out of that trip and made however many videos. And she was so consistent with it, and I'm really proud of her. Also, I'm recording this at midnight on July 2nd, so that means today is Julie's birthday, so happy birthday, Julie, if you ever watch this. Leave happy birthday, Julie, in the comments. I don't know. After doing Marina Bay and going through the Flower Dome and the Cloud Dome and all that, we went our separate ways. So Maya, Julie, and I headed into Chinatown, and we stayed somewhere else, and Maya's parents went off on their own adventure to not be seen again by us until we reach back to Trinidad. Well, kind of. We'll get there. So, with all of that in mind and all that happening, Chinatown was fun. It was like unexplainable, but it was fun. Unexplainable in the sense of like the vibes that were there. It was just like, I don't know what words to use to put it. I don't even know if I have videos of Chinatown or like what exactly was going on. But we dropped down our bags where we were staying in Chinatown. And then we were like, okay, let's go do laundry. And there was a laundromat nearby. And it started to rain while we were trying to get to the laundromat. And Google Maps set us up so bad, and it had us like walking in circles when it was like right there. And it was just like, what do you do? Why? It was a mess. Eventually it took us to like the back of the laundromat almost. So like we found it, but we were just like, we on the wrong side. Why'd you make us come here and go like all through this whatever? So we got our laundry done. There's like this open field almost, or like this open area where it just like had a bunch of like old people and some young people just like dancing, and like one guy like leading it sometimes, and it was cool. It was cool to watch. It was very vibesy, and also all like these stalls with like the food and like the shops selling things. I forgot a very key moment. When it was raining, when we were trying to get to the laundry at first, we ducked into this tea house, this Chinese tea house that was there, and they taught us like how to brew tea and like everything. It was so good. And then we knocked eventually once all of that was done, and we've had our full of exploring Chinatown at night. Well, that night we went to sleep, and then Julia and I woke up like super early at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So we were like, you know what? We might as well just go explore Chinatown at 5 a.m. And there was nothing really to do but for us to walk around and play the fool. And I think that's one of my favorite memories so far, with like just spending time with Julie, of just us like walking around Chinatown when we did just playing the fool. Yeah. Not too long after that, we left and we were on our way to Vietnam. And that's when like it gets a lot longer story-wise, because now we spent like a good time in Vietnam. So we'll get to that next video. But that's essentially Singapore and Ghost Gate Day and like everything that like happened in between, kinda. Maybe you get the idea. I still dream of those $2 orange juice vending machines. They are the best thing ever, and I wish I had them back in my life. Thank you for watching. Deuces. Yeah.
Daddy's getting juice from a vending machine. So you put the money in, like that. You press what you want on the screen, and then it juices it right in front of you. See, the top comes down. And let's look inside. It's currently juicing. Whoa, look how cool this guy is. Ba-ba-ba-bam. And it's sealed and everything. And you get a nice cup of juice. And you can get a straw right here.